When you survive coordinated spiritual attacks from secret societies, when dark occultists try to sacrifice you spiritually, when you have felt astral projection used to gang stalk you, you don't come out of that stuff speaking in poetic structure. You come out raw. You call your perpetrators motherfuckers because polite religious language feels like a fucking insult to what you survived. And this is the reason why different prophetic voices exist right now in the age of truth. Some people need truth delivered in biblical cadence with elevated language, beautiful, structured. It resonates with their framework and their journey. I get it. But some people have been through fires that strip away the filter. They've survived darkness that most people can't even conceptualize. They need a voice that sounds like a battlefield, not a sanctuary. A voice whose scars show. A voice that proves you don't have to sanitize yourself to be used by the Most High. Different experiences create different voices. Different battles require different messengers. The Most High made us all different for a reason. So no matter what you've been through, there is a voice speaking your language. While some people were learning about spiritual warfare in Sunday school or whatever the fuck, I was living it as the target. And what happened to me was meant to make me look batshit crazy on purpose. Secret societies and dark occultist practitioners don't attack you in ways that are easy to prove. I'm going to be graphic here. You get visions of ritualistic sex orgies. You hear astrally, telepathically, people having sex during rituals while you're alone in your room. And this is right after you have your Kundalini awakening and you're wondering why all this supernatural shit is happening to you. And you think you're going crazy. And this is before the Most High really gets a grip on you and starts bringing you information to let you know that you're not crazy. You know that these people have your picture on their altar and you're not even familiar with witchcraft. You're not even familiar. You never were looking for any of this shit. You thought it was all freaking Harry Potter bullshit. You never believed in magic. At least I didn't. And then you just have this deep inner knowing and you can feel their attempts to grape and bind your spirit in the astral realm. It's literally shit that a normal person cannot even wrap their head around. Even you couldn't wrap your head around when it first started happening to you. Now try explaining that to someone and watch how fast they look at you like you need to be committed and put into a mental institution. That is the fucking strategy. Hit you with experiences so unbelievable that the story itself becomes the cage because it isolates you before you even speak. It took me a long time to articulate what I've lived through in March of 2022 and beyond. Not because I lack a voice, but because I knew how it would sound to anybody who's never been touched by this type of darkness. But the Most High told me to do it anyways. He told me to speak my truth. He said I was not the only one. He said there were many others out there living through the exact same kind of spiritual warfare that I did, sitting in silence, thinking that they're crazy as well. And that is why I speak. People try to label it that I'm living in the past or attention seeking or I'm not healed or I'm making shit up. Fuck that noise and fuck those people. The Most High gave us our stories for a reason. When you've been through actual, real, authentic, occult warfare, blood rituals with your picture on an altar, astral grape attempts, telepathic violations, you need to hear it from someone who doesn't flinch when they describe it, because they've been exactly where you are. People in comfortable church pews often have zero framework for this. They don't know what it feels like to carry experiences so disturbing that you can't share them without being treated like you've lost your fucking mind. And I apologize. I swear and I cuss. And when my delivery is rough and unfiltered, I don't feel like that's a flaw. I feel like that's a qualification. It's just who I am. It's who I've always been. My mom used to give me shit about it. That's how I am. And I'm not changing for nobody. I'm not changing for you. I don't care. This is how I express myself. I have issues. I've got a little bit of a potty mouth, and I'm not going to sit there and feel fucking bad about it. I'm not here to convince you that what happened to me was real. I'm not here to argue anyone into believing me. Because I don't care. I don't care if people believe me or not. I don't care if they paint me with the crazy brush. I've been doing this shit for over 4 years already. I've heard it all. Nothing anybody can say to me can move me, can shake me. I don't care. I'm here because the Most High gave me this story, and someone out there needs to hear it in the language that it actually arrived in. Different voices for different battles. Some prophetic voices call people up to maturity inside a safe church framework. That matters for people whose biggest spiritual battle is gossip and temptation and church community drama. But some of us speak for the ones who've been targeted by groups practicing dark magic, dark occultism. So they know that they're not alone. And so they know that this kind of spiritual warfare is very real, but it's also survivable. Stop judging voices that you don't understand. If you've never been targeted with blood magic or astral grape attempts and telepathic violations, you're not going to understand my delivery, and that's fine. Get off my page, go somewhere else. But don't you dare judge my rawness when you have zero concept of what it cost me. The Most High made some of us rough because he needed a voice that could reach people who can't be reached by polite, religious-sounding language. Bottom line, I'm not here to wake you up or save you. That's your job. My scars are my qualifications. My delivery is a proof of what I lived through. The Most High gave us our stories for a reason, so others who survive the exact same darkness don't have to feel so fucking alone.